That's right, folks. Mature Simmer here. We're jumping into Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Had a really solid sale on it, so I got it and several of the DLCs to just bring different cars in. So you can kind of see what we have. We've got Jaguar, Electric Car, Nissan, Pagani, Land Rover, Lotus. Skipped Hot Rod, not a great review. Same thing with Drag Racing DLC. Everybody said it's kind of garbage, so not looking to spend money on things I don't need to. Not really interested in China at this point. Chrysler, Dodge, and whatever. Yeah, there's a bunch of cars, but still not on sale that much. There was a Ford, was a Mazda, an Aston Martin, a Mercedes, a BMW, and then I don't need rims. Jeep was also kind of given a and then Taxi and Police are newer, so maybe one of these days we'll pull them in, but I'm not really that worried about them right now. Alright, welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. This is your new garage. Take a look around and get to know your new workplace. You have at your disposal an old, adapted gas station with its surroundings, complete orders, purchase and renovate cars, and expand your garage. Good luck. Alright, so I don't have the tutorial because I kind of, know how this worked from 2018, 2015, so I'm assuming it's going to be very similar. Yep, we've got runners, cost here, all that. Garage and tools, so we've got expansion, we've got our toolbox. I think, assuming this is just going to look a little bit better. Got an old school bus. Got some vehicles. And then again, we've got our handy dandy computer. So, yep, still that. Assume we can use our phone. And yeah, so we've got, let's see, a Valson, Luxor V8, passing notice to repair shop. Let's see, other tasks. So we'll take this order just because it's timed. Alright, don't I want to do this inside? I don't understand. So if I want to sit down, drive the car. I don't want to drive the car, I just want to go to my garage. Okay. Let's see. Gate. I put the car on here like always. Interesting. Let's move the car. Put it on the lift. Alright, so car status. Body, factory. List, okay, change oil, drain and fill. Change coolant. Change power steering. Okay, so that's what they're looking to do. Alright, so seems easy enough. So, yeah, I mean, enjoyed the other one. Didn't get this one back in the day because it was costly, and people were like, hey, the other one was good enough, and it was. Alright, I need to go. Well, we'll open the hood. So now, did it say we wanted to do power steering? But we probably need to drain it all. Alright, so I gotta figure out how we drain it, though. Because, yeah, I thought that was part of our thing. Let's see. Yeah, drain old, refill. Alright, So I assume we're going to need to get this higher up and get stuff drained. So let's get this, move it over to car lift A. Like I said, most of this should work kind of the same way. So unscrew. Why is it not? Okay, I don't want to take it off. I don't want to unmount. So I want to focus on the part. Right, what if I go... Right, so maybe, hold on, I'm trying to remember, because this part I don't remember. Move. Right, there we go. Alright, so we've drained that. And then, where is the power steering thing? Like, this is too... That's the battery. Power steering reservoir. Right, and then if I want to drain this, the coolant accessible from the engine bay. Alright. Alright. So let's move it. Get it out of the way. We do have the plug in, yep. I don't think it says anything about the filter, does it? Brake fluid. Oh, we didn't even need to change the oil. Well, darn. Okay. So we did some work we didn't need to do. That's alright. Okay. So... brake fluid. Oops. We want to focus. Brake servo cap. How do I know when it's full? I think we're good. See, the right mouse button is not working. So that's the thing, like the close isn't right. Escape works right, but okay, that's the oil fill plug. So let's do that, because we do need to get... Okay. So... Whoops. We want that. Want to focus on that. Because, yeah, the problem is... Not sure that I know how to drain these, because that is something newer. Alright, well, if I take the part off... Okay. So now... Okay, I didn't drain it, so it cost me 50 bucks. So now I want to part mount. put it back in place, and then now we can put fluid into it. So there we go. Right, so I assume at this point that should... Why is that not done? Alright, so I think I've got this. Well, let's see. We do that. We want additional tools. We want to use the drain tool. Part on mount. Nope. So there we go. That's how we drain it. And then we do this. Pour it in. So yeah, that is something we didn't have to do before. Alright, but now let's... I don't understand. Drain old. Alright, well... Did what we did. That's washer. Now... Okay, cooling. We should have the same opportunity. And now we'll drain it. I assume it's done. Yep. Alright, and then the brake would be the same thing. We have to go, yeah, because we didn't have these things before. So now it's going to drain the brake so you can see it's drained. Alright, so now I open that, pour this in until it's full, obviously. Alright, so we have that, and then we want to put that into the radiator again until it's sealed up. I think that's... Oh no. I guess it's not. Now it's maxed. Okay. So now I should have it all done, I would think. Alright, check, check, check. Finish order. That took a little bit more work than one would have expected. So yeah, definitely kind of expected there'd be a bit more to it, and there certainly is. So I did have to look at the fluid tutorial. Alright, so just passed by, noticed your repair shop. It's good that somebody took care of that old ruined petrol station. The car that I'm coming with today is quite a recent purchase. It was used on a daily basis. The condition is rather okay. It would be good to check oil level and tires. Should be no problem for you. If you manage, perhaps this won't be our last meeting. Alright, we'll take this order. Holy moly. Alright, so let's move the car. Parking, car lift, garage entrance. Okay, so we can just move it to the other things, but there's no real point. Alright, so they want what? Brake pads. Fuel pump, oil filter. Holy moly. Alright. So there's plenty to fill. Tires. Okay. So they want the oil changed, so we know we need that. So this might take a bit here. Alright, we're we're gonna work on the part. Interesting. All right. So when they're rusted, we've gotta loosen them up with some stuff. All right. Now I think he also said. Now again, we can do the inspection mode, or we should be able to. Other tools. We just have drain. All right. So there we go. Examination mode. All right. So the brake pads, tires. All right. Normal mode. So we're going to want to go up here. Get the brake caliper. Alright, and then the brake pad. Okay, we're all set there. We're going to want to get this, put it underneath. Do that, drain it. Ooh, that's dirty stuff. Alright. So we're good there. And again, obviously as we go, things will speed up, but... Alright, so... I think the brake caliper is okay, but the brake pads are not. Alright, so let's just make sure we've got brake pads. So yeah, it looks like just doing some brake pads is what we need, so I can mount things. Part mount. So definitely want to put that one back. All right. And then we'll want to go over here. Loosen that one up. Get this going. And again, we'll change the mode. Actually, I think I have to look at the car. We can't really tell. So maybe it's just those front brake pads. So we'll do that and we'll see what it says, but oops. So interesting how it works for sure. Worth exploring. We'll see again how much time and all that. Because yeah, let me see. If we do that. Yeah, it didn't say to replace the brake shoes, so we're going to go ahead and switch to part mount mode. Put that on. Alright, and then it needed what else? Brake pads, fuel pump, oil filter, round air filter. Okay. So the oil filter. So we'll get that. Fuel filter is usually around the back somewhere. Whoops. Let's suspension. I mean, the fuel filter tends to be up front a little bit, but maybe I need to... Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, accessible from the engine bay. Alright, so let me go to the computer. I'm gonna need oil. Oops, oil. We're gonna need an oil filter for a V8. Buy the part. We're going to need an air filter. That's the one thing I didn't know. Let's see. Oops. Okay, round air filter, 2 carb. Fuel pump. Okay. Round oil filter, 2 carb. Are more challenging for sure, and I'm sure some of it is the fact that there is round air filter, 2 carb. All right, let me see if I put in 2 carb if I get something better. 2 carb round air filter, 2 carb. Okay, and then we want fuel. Oops. Fuel filter. All right, so we want to go to part assemble mode. All right, we're going to mount this one. So we have that. We need 4 tires as well. So let's look at all right. No, I don't want to close. I want to go back. I'm going to go to tires. I just need a standard tire. Oops. Yeah, what size? So we've got a 215/75 R15. Yeah, because we don't have a tablet yet, so we got to keep going. 275/15 R15. Right, and we need 4 of those. Right. So we're going to need to do the tire changer, separate parts. Right. So we got to get all these separated. So, kind of how it works is, you know, fast as it goes. Last one. Then we'll get these on. We'll have to balance them too. So, okay. Alright, so now we're going to want to install a tire on a rim. Rim. Tire. Tire. Just trying to get used to maybe the quickest way it'll work, but it's a little challenging. Right? Right, and then we're all set there. Yes, we need 2 brake pads too, so need to go do that. Brake pad. What? Oh, because I'm in the tire shop. Brake pad. Alright, 2 of those. Buy the part. Alright, so now we should be able to get these going. I don't understand when I'm in assemble mode, like why won't it do it? Body assemble mode. Alright, so it's like we need to go there. Alright, put the brake pads on. Put the caliper on. Alright, and now we're going to mount the part. Oops. Forgot to balance them. I talked about it. Oh my goodness. Adjust marker to green area to balance the wheel? What? Oh, I see. Alright, let's get the rest of these. So yeah, it's just kind of interesting that you gotta like do it twice, but I suppose it gives you something to do, because otherwise, yeah, it was in the old version, it just spun and did it. Interesting that like now there's 3. I wonder why. So makes it a little more challenging. Maybe it's like no, this is... Alright. So we got that. Now we can go put these on. Mount the part. Okay, put it on. And again, if we do the normal route, we're kind of crisscrossing. Okay. We'll go here. Get these on. It's also interesting, they're not rusty anymore, like when we loosen them they cleaned up, or we'll find rusty ones later and one wheel has them all. I don't know. Oops. Kind of messed up, but that's okay. Yeah, this is really a bad angle. I didn't realize it wouldn't, like, move. I think in the old version, it, like, realigned you. So, I suppose it does have the focus on part thing. Alright, so we want to get the brake pads on. Brake caliper. Right, get these. And then get the wheel. So that should get almost everything. Okay. So now if I look at the status, alright, we just need the fuel pump and the round air filter, and obviously we need to get the oil in there, so okay. So fuel pump over there. Right, so change that. Put that on. Right, and then the round air filter. Switch to unmount. I'll take that off, and we'll get that gone. And then we'll switch to this. We'll throw this on. Looks much nicer. Put that on. Screw that in. And that should finish the job. What are we missing here? Why is the fuel pump? Oh, I did the fuel filter. Shoot. Ah. Okay. Well, we put on a part we didn't need. So, let's see. Pump. Fuel pump. It's just telling me a fuel pump. Alright, so we buy the part. Now... The fuel pump usually is underneath. So, let's see. Where? So, there's that. We have to do it in the tank, because sometimes, yes, it's in the tank. Where's the gas tank? Right, let's lower this down. I don't know. That would be weird. Right. I want to put the license plate back. Alright, where is the tank? Where's the gas tank? Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. We just need the fuel pump. Okay. Now we put it back. Alright. So that should allow us, yep. Oh, gotta put oil in. Didn't do that. That would be bad. Alright, so where's the oil? There it is. So I'll add that in. Alright, now we should be good. Are there other... I guess we have to mark them all? I don't understand. Oh goodness, come on. Alright. So we'll go here, we'll drain. I don't think I drained it entirely. No, okay, we did. Now what did we have? So we have to do brake fluid, power steering fluid, and refill washer fluid. Alright. So power steering fluid, that's brakes. Wait, did it say brake fluid? Yes, brake fluid, okay. I'm missing something here. Oops, no, I don't want to move anything. Alright, get this drained. There was definitely not a lot there. Alright, get the brake fluid in. Alright, and then power steering fluid. There we go. Got that. Oops. And then the washer reservoir. And that will obviously fill up. Alright. So now, I hope we're good. Yes, finish the order. Alright, so that got us up pretty well. Still no points, but good place to stop. So, see how we're going. You know, get back into this a little bit. Enjoy it. It's definitely got more detail than 2018 or 2015 did. So if you enjoyed this, haven't dropped a like or subscribed, please consider that, and I'll see you next time.